Hello and welcome to my Hearts of Iron 4 naval tutorial. In this video we will first look at what ships you should build and how you should use them, then why you should use those ships, and then some basic naval strategies. If you just want to know what ships you should build, you should make 1940 hulls with level 1 heavy batteries, top row full of light battery 3s with the best engine you can have. If you have radar 3, put on a radar 3 and the best fire control you have. And then you should also make some 1940 hull destroyers with level 1 guns and the best engine you have. And if you want to, you can also put on some torpedoes. The destroyer is pretty simple. It's just there to make the screening efficiency better for your capital ships, which will deal the real damage. If you want to kind of put on a torpedo and go convoy raid, I like to put them in groups of 5 and just put them where you think your enemy won't expect, like the Red Sea or in the Indian Ocean or something like that. Now the heavy cruiser it has a level 1 heavy gun because that makes it a heavy ship, so that you get all of the heavy ship buffs like decisive battle, capital ship expert and things like that. And you also gain much better doctrine bonuses. With this strategy you should always go for fleet in being doctrine, since that gives the best bonuses for capital ships. Also, your heavy cruiser doesn't have armor because armor would cost too much, and it's just better to have loads of ships which will hopefully not get hit because they have good engines and good screening, than ships that will get hit but like can take hits. So it's like better to make a ship which will not get hit than to make a ship which will get hit but can survive some hits. Now you know what ships to build and why, but what do you do with those ships? Well, I'm going to tell you now. If you think your fleet is still smaller than the enemy fleet, you can place it on convoy raid in some distant place like the Straits of Malacca. That is also a great way to get experience for your ships. If you have more ships than the enemy or better ships than the enemy, and you think you could win in a naval battle, you can always put your main fleet on strike force and then send out some destroyers on convoy raid near their coast. Make sure you have air superiority if you're going into a big battle. Naval bombers can decide the fate of a battle since they deal so much damage. As you can see in this clip, the UK player didn't remember to put up air, so my naval bombers should bomb his fleet until it was forced to repair. Once your fleets have cleared the seas, you can go naval invade. You should decide if your goal is to convoy raid the enemy or to naval invade them. If you want to naval invade, your goal is to get air superiority, and then you should put out your fleet when there's the least amount of resistance and try to get your boats across. If you want to convoy raid, you might want to go outside the enemy's air zones, so your ships don't get bombed and you can convoy raid more freely without fearing a big airstrike on your fleet. In that clip you just saw, I figured out where the enemy convoys were going by using the intel system that was added in La Resistance. It shows where the enemy's trade is going and where their supply convoys are going. The enemy's troop convoys can be wherever the enemy divisions are going. If you have over 80% intel, you can also see where the enemy's task forces are operating and what are their orders. If you have less than that, you can see where the enemy task forces are but not what they are doing or what kind of ships they are. You can also see the enemy's naval tech if you have good enough intel. Always remember to put your ships on always engage. If the enemy fleet retreats, the fleet is dead. As you can see in this clip, the British fleet retreated and they are now dead. Even a smaller fleet can destroy a larger fleet if they don't retreat and the enemy starts retreating because a retreating ship cannot fire its guns. If you have any more questions, comment them down below and I will try to answer them. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Have a great day.